Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Colorful Selection Podcast. We're currently on episode 10. You know, we appreciate everybody still watching, still listening, sharing our things while we share our thoughts. Today's episode is about more paranormal / spooky dooky stuff we've had happen to us. You know. So, yeah, if you're listening on YouTube, we'd appreciate it if anybody had their own story, just share it. You know, maybe we'll bring it up in the next episode. Give you a shout out, read it aloud to the class. But yeah, we still appreciate everybody listening. Yeah. So, yeah, Joe, if you'd like to start us off, man.
All right, I'm gonna kick this off, man. And this right here is back when we were younger, and this actually had to do with you too. And I don't know if you remember it. I think I brought it up before a couple times. And this is that time. And I also remembered something about this place also. But this right here was I want to say the same place the tornado took off our bedroom roof at, but I'm not particularly sure. And the reason I say that is because of Aunt Kathy being around. And I remember Aunt Kathy being in the living room and that glass shattered in her hand. Like, I don't know if you remember that.
I do remember that.
You remember that for no fucking reason. Like, she went to like grab her drink and like drank it, and it literally like shattered in her hand. And this is like just now coming to mind about that. I'm not sure if it's the same place or not, but you remember when we had bunk beds, right? And they were sitting at, like a normal single wide or whatever. You come down out your living room into that little short hallway where the bathroom and that one bedroom is. And we had a bunk bed sitting right there, like where you could see down the hallway. And we both slept in that. And we had a dresser sitting there. And I don't know if you remember me telling you about the kid that was sitting beside the dresser. You remember how I used
like
to
a little
see
Indian boy or some shit.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And all right. You remember that? And
yeah,
I told you to get up and run. And like, we got up and we ran. And when we ran through the living room, the fucking TV came on. And we ran through the kitchen and we ran down that little short hallway where the washing machine and stuff was to mom and dad's bedroom. And like, we literally beat on this wall or on their door, dude, and screamed for them and could see their light on in their feet. And like, they could not hear us, bro. And like, it's like, I don't even know if we fell asleep there or not, but we woke back up in bed the next morning and they had like no recollection of any of this happening. And me and you still to this day, 20 years later, remember it.
Yeah, I remember that shit though. That shit was crazy. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. This man's like, hey man, this little boy watching this from the fucking dresser.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, well, way to wake me up.
Like, hey, bug run.
Yeah. He's like, man, I'm gonna count down from 3. Would you go fucking run their room?
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Tell him I said what's up and I want to go back to sleep.
Yeah, for real.
We probably wouldn't, but like, I was probably like, what, 6 probably? And you probably went like 5, 4 maybe?
Probably. I
don't
know.
Real young.
No, I was probably a little older than that. Because I was in school. Yeah. When the Indian Creek.
That's some crazy ass shit right there.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah.
I remember that's
that.
some crazy shit. That's why I was like, I wonder if you remember this.
I also remember this one in fucking, I think we lived in Blackshear, in that fucking blue house. You know what house I'm talking about? It's like a fucking blue. It's like a fucking blue house. I swear to God, this thing was blue. But like, I remember something picked up the fucking bed, though.
That was South Carolina.
That was South Carolina?
That was in South Carolina. Yeah, I got it written down.
Yeah. Nah, dude, that shit was fucking wild, dude.
Dude, that shit lifted our bed off the fucking ground, my boy.
Like, straight up, like, probably like, I swear to God, like half a foot.
Had to be.
Had to have been.
Had to be. This is the same house that, like, when we were cleaning the fucking,
that playroom.
Our playroom.
That fucking thing in that thing.
Yeah. There was a guy standing right there and he ran towards our bed. That's fucking wild. That house right there had all kind of shit. That's also where I saw that lady in our closet. And like, to this day I was thinking about that. That's like the only white formed like figure I've ever seen. They're always like black shadows, but this lady wasn't. She was in like white.
Bro.
Yeah, or if she was like murdered or something. You know what I mean? Like she was a good person, but like something bad happened to her. Because I heard like black figured like ghosts or something, like they're stuck here because of some kind of hate or something they've done wrong, or something like that. Like their souls are stuck, but then like they're demons, or not really demons, but they're like evil spirits. And then like, what if this lady was like a good lady and something bad just happened to her?
So from what I've heard, yeah, the shadows are normally like the evil or spirits, like.
Bruh.
But yeah, but like, I mean, I guess any kind of apparition is just like they didn't quite have closure, I guess.
Yeah.
Let me take Zach Baggins.
Yeah.
Let me ask him.
Go ahead and ask and make sure that we're right about this, but yeah, that's how I've always heard it.
I don't think I ever heard anything about this. That does make sense, though.
Yeah.
Here's one. This one's pretty short and to the point, but I remember I was at a house. We was at Max Trailer Park, but I was the only one there, dude. And it was fucking Christmas time, and I was sitting on the fucking chair, dude, eating. I was watching was it Let's Go to Prison by myself. Then I watched like Super Troopers or some shit. I was just having a time by myself, dude. But like Kyrie used to have this fucking rocker thing, dude. And like out of the corner of my eye, I saw this bitch start rocking, like super hard. And then I looked at it and it like stopped. Like it didn't slow down to a fucking stop. It just like
something
stopped.
Grabbed it.
Yeah, like something grabbed that motherfucker, dude. And I stood up and I was like, nah. Not happening right now, boy. I took my ass to bed. For real, dude. Yeah, not for me. Not right now. Yeah, dude, that shit was crazy. That was just like a small one, I remember. But, yeah. And I think I heard something right before it, too. Like, it sounded like somebody walking, like, because, like, you know how the kitchen was, and then, like, the little dining room thing was, like, a big circle you can walk in?
Yeah.
Like, it sounded like somebody walking in the fucking dining room and, like, hit a piece of glass or something, like, tapped on a glass. Then I looked. Obviously, nobody was there because I was there by myself. Then, made something to eat. Sat back down, started watching like Super Troopers or some bullshit. Yeah, and that thing started fucking rocking, dude, and then it stopped.
That's pretty fucking wild, dude.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that. Not today, boy. Yeah, it was like 3 a.m, too. Which I guess is like the fucking demon number or whatever you want to fucking call it. When all the spooks come out.
The witching hour, I think it's called.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. That's fucking wild.
Bog said he is not in the mood for it right now.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying. I remember one time me, Matt, and Eric and one of our buddies went into the fucking graveyard behind their house one time, started like fucking like recording shit. Like we really got shit, man. That was like back when you had like cockroach phones and shit. You couldn't like take videos, but you can like do like the audio recording thing. It was like asking questions. And like we like legit got like answers and shit. And then we saw this fucking thing come out the fucking woods, dude. And we started running. I remember Matt tried to jump over a fucking tombstone and he fell. And we left him. We left him there.
It's like the flat feet, boy.
That's what I'm saying. He's too big to be jumping. Well, I mean, in our defense, we didn't know he fell. But like, it's not like we just left him there just to leave him there.
Be like Seth.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Nah, I'm just saying, like, we just, like, turned around and Matt was not there. That this bitch done snatched him up. Eating his fucking eyeballs and shit out.
Y'all remember that place that Seth lived at when it flooded? What's that place? You know what I'm talking about, though, right?
Yeah. You talking about with that granny?
Huh?
That old lady?
No.
Nah, man, there was a fucking, like, an old lady that used to turn the fucking TV on for us.
Oh, yeah. You said, oh, yeah, it did, didn't it?
Yeah. Like, you just straight up turned the TV on for us.
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah.
I was thinking about, like, how, like, we thought we saw something out there behind his house or whatever. We all went to run, but, like, Seth came up between us, like, pushed everybody back. Like,
yeah. Like, trying to fucking get us killed, dude. What the
fuck? He said he just got to outrun us.
That's what I'm saying. Fucking. No, but there was like a fucking old lady ghost at Seth's fucking house that used to fucking like turn the TV on for us and shit. They always told me. Yeah. Like, he always told me he'd like hear like a fucking, like an old lady's voice from down the hallway.
Like towards Sue and them's room?
Yeah, towards Sue and them's room at the end of the fucking hallway.
Yeah, I remember that now.
And I never heard it. But then, like, this bitch started turning the fucking TV on for us. Turning it off, and we told her to. That shit was crazy. I don't know, he's probably just fucking with me, but I don't know. That shit was still
just
scary,
like the GameCube. Like the whole time we thought we could touch the TV.
Yeah, I know. Touch the
it's
TV. It's
like a whole box TV, bro.
You know, this bitch ain't fucking touchscreen.
Yeah. It's like for the longest time we thought that shit was touchscreen.
It's just crazy. Nah. Yeah.
Does anybody remember the story like back in Nichols that the trailer they ended up moving into, or no, maybe it wasn't the one that they moved into, but there was like a trailer somewhere nearby that
it was like in his backyard,
a closet or some shit that there was like a red closet or some shit like that. They found like a handprint in there and all that kind of stuff.
No,
that was the trailer behind there, wasn't it?
I have no idea.
I don't know. That's probably that old lady's hand, though.
You know what's crazy is the trailer that was behind them the whole time. That's the one that they moved to live in, ain't it?
Dog,
yeah.
Dude, you know it took me like
same one.
You know it took me like 15 years to realize that.
Yeah, same.
He was already moved out of that fucking place, and I was like, dude, was that the fucking house that was back there? He's like, dude, you just fucking realized that?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, because like the fucking ceiling fan was different colors, and that's how I remember. It's like I put two and two together, and I was like, wait a minute.
Now hold up.
Yeah, hold up now. He's done long gone out this fucking place, and I just now realized. No, but I would like to talk about that fucking night we played hide and seek at Seth's house in Nichols.
Oh yeah.
I think I remember that one.
Yeah. Don't nobody fucking believe us about this shit, but this shit was fucking wild, man.
Hey, didn't we see like something that went through the sky? It was like a couple days before that. It was like 3 lights.
Yeah, it was like a fucking square in the fucking sky, dude. But like it went past the moon and like it turned into a fucking triangle.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that shit was fucking crazy. And then it was like 2 days later, we was outside. It was like midnight playing hide and seek, and fucking Smoke was like tied up under that tree. But he would like always stare at that fucking tree. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he would.
And like you'd call his name, he like wouldn't turn around. He'd just like look at you and then start looking at that fucking tree again.
That's because that shit jumped up in there.
Dog, that fucking thing jumped up in that fucking tree, dog. I swear to God. Yeah, because the fucking pool was based beside the fucking tree.
Yeah.
And we made it to the thing, and then I don't know if y'all saw it, but I saw this fucking thin ass motherfucking thing jump in a fucking tree.
Straight from the ground, too.
Straight from the fucking ground, dog. And like it was white. Like I could tell it was white because like how the light was hitting it. And that shit was crazy, boy.
And it's like nobody would believe about that shit either.
Nobody would fucking believe us. And then like, what was it, like a couple years later, they was like telling us, because what's his name was coming back from the fucking skate park and he seen this bitch. Talking about like I threw a fucking dead bird at him. And who was it, Mario? I think that was his name. The dude that used to dance all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like saying he was like coming back from like the fucking lock.
Oh, you talking about Jamario Pace?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, it was Jamario. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was talking about that bitch threw like a fucking dead bird out the fucking tree at him, dude. And like he explained this thing like down to a fucking T that what we saw, dude.
And see, we never even told him about that story.
Yeah, we never told him about that fucking story. And like he explained everything, like how this bitch looked, every fucking thing to us.
Just like it was like a couple years later after that, and like we never told Michael about that story either. And like when he was coming to, I used to skip school all the time, but he was coming to Darren's to pick us up or whatever, and fucking like when he got there, he was literally freaking out. He's like, "Bro, y'all would never believe what the fuck just ran across the road." And remember, and he explained the same thing that we saw in Nichols, but like he said, it ran across the road out there. And you know how we used to walk the fucking Bay Meadows and shit, and it like sounds like something would follow you in the fucking woods.
Yeah. That shit was fucking wild, dude.
It's like that bit was following us, dog.
Yeah. Like, fuck. Yeah, like, I remember one night, dude. Like, I think I was on the phone with Seth, and you and Darren was in the fucking shed smoking.
Yeah.
And, I kept hearing something outside, and then, like, I think I was on the phone with fucking Seth. Because I remember me and Seth used to just call each other just to fucking talk to each other for, like, 2 hours.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I remember, like, going inside, and I was asleep, and y'all came and woke me up, like, asking me if, like, I was fucking with y'all or some shit, because y'all heard something, like, hit the fucking window and shit. I was like, nah, man, I wasn't out there. That wasn't me.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
That was not me. But, yeah, and that was the same area that Michael and everybody saw that fucking thing in.
That bitch is real, dog.
Yeah, that bitch is real, son. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
And see, like I never told people in jail about that story either, but there was this old man that used to explain that same shit. They called it like something like the Willacoochee monster or some shit, because they said it's out there. Yeah, they said it's out there in Willacoochee. Like they explained the exact same thing. Like it'd be in the woods out there. It'd be like hunters be seeing it and shit.
Yeah, the Willacoochee.
the Willacoochee beast.
Yeah, the Willacoochee hoochie, son. Yeah. Nah, fuck that. Yeah, that thing's spooky as fuck, dude.
Yeah.
But, Jimmy, yeah, man, Joe was telling me about yours, and I don't fucking remember it. But he said it was scary.
Alright, so, let me set the mood for it now. So, the house. Like, everybody remembers the house. It's the one way out near fucking Alma and shit.
The big house.
With the, like, 2 ponds and shit. Alright, so, whenever we first moved into that fucking house, like, we went through, like, fucking cabinets and shit like that to put shit in them. And there was, like, fucking old photos of, like, people and shit, which was already just unsettling. Like, not scary, but just unsettling. Like, I don't like finding old photos of anybody. Fuck that. But, anyways, like, in this house, I used to go out there and try to fish in the fucking pond and shit. And I saw something white down in the fucking water. I was like, all right, fuck it. I'll see what the hell it is. So I don't remember if I got like a stick or a net or some shit. But I like reached down there and I fucking pulled it up to the surface. It was a fucking Jason mask. Like a fucking hockey mask and shit.
For real?
Like just out there in the fucking pond. So that's just creepy as fuck. Like,
oh yeah,
I don't know if somebody put that there intentionally for that purpose, but like that shit's fucked up.
I was just a little boy.
But, so there's actually 2 separate times that I was scared in this house. The first one was while we were moving in. We didn't put my whole bed into my room. We just had like the futon mattress on the ground and shit. And I remember going to like lay down for the night, like fucking go to sleep and everything. And I saw this figure in the bed, like straight up like human sized fucking figure. You could see the fucking feet hanging off of the futon mattress. And I just thought it was my dad because like I was like, I don't know if he got into an argument with mom or some shit and he just wanted to fucking lay down. So like I lay down on the other side of the fucking mattress. I was like, hey dad, you need like some blankets or some shit? Never got a fucking response. And I was like, all right, well I'm just go to sleep. fucking next morning, I wake up and I asked him, I was like, hey, like, everything okay? And he was like, what are you talking about? I was like, well, you came in my room. He's like, I was in our room the whole night.
Fuck that, dude.
I was like, who the fuck went into my room? Nobody went into my room. That, like, at all.
There ain't no way, boy.
Jimmy literally got his cuddle on, boy, with a whole fucking spook.
Like a whole ghost fucking ghost, though. Fuck that.
Slept through the night with this bit, dog.
Yeah. I offered him some blankets, so like maybe that like gave me some good karma with them or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's like, nah, I won't kill him today.
But later on, me and Leanne were staying up watching like Pokemon movies in the fucking living room. And so like we made like a little pallet on the ground and shit. And I was like, I don't remember what it was, but like something had scared us originally. And everybody else in the house was asleep. It was just me and her up. And we started hearing the fucking like drawers and shit in the kitchen open up and like papers rustling around and everything like that. And then they like just slammed shut. And we just looked at each other, stayed completely quiet. And she was just like, ignore it and go to sleep. And that's exactly what the fuck we did.
Fuck that, dude.
Like, we were not about to get up and fucking go looking.
Hell no.
Hell no, dude.
But, like, that's, like, the only real stories that I have about, like, paranormal shit. Because, like, I can't explain it. All I know is, whenever I told somebody else about it, and they, like, knew more about paranormal shit, that's whenever they told me, like, shadows are normally your evil spirits.
Yeah, they want to fucking kill you.
She was like, whatever you do not use a Ouija board. Do not try to fucking contact it. I was like, okay. And to this fucking day, I will not fucking touch one.
Say no more, baby.
I remember you, Dakota. You and Bert tried to bring a fucking Ouija board into A9, and I was not about to fucking let it happen.
Yeah, I remember that.
I told you could go to Bert's house, you can go anywhere else, but you were not bringing it into that fucking apartment.
Jimmy, the scary shit. Hell no.
Say not happening, son.
I hate to tell everybody, but there was a part Jimmy lied about was the Pokemon movie because the only movie that played in the living room in that house was Shark Boy and Lava Girl on 3D.
Well,
hey, that bit was on every day, boy.
Fucking.
No, that was Robbie's movie. So if he was up, then yes, that would probably be playing. But no, it was me and Leanne up like watching Pokemon because it was Pokemon the first movie.
Yeah.
What was it, Pokemon 2000?
Whatever the first one is with Mewtwo and shit.
Yeah, Bud can't watch that one.
Yeah, boy, I remember that bitch made me cry.
That bit made you cry so hard.
That bit made me. I'm like, why the Pokemon fighting each other? Yeah,
they're all like teared up, like Pikachu's like tearing up, crushing another Pikachu, and Bug was losing his son.
I'm like, dude, stop him! Stop him!
No.
Nah. Shit. Hold on. Speaking of A9, I'd like to talk about the fucking spook that was out there.
Yeah. After hearing your previous stories, I'm gonna blame you for bringing that kind of evil shit into our house.
Oh yeah, dude. Blame me. But yeah, Joe, you weren't around for this shit, dude. But like we have fucking documented evidence of this shit, but it's on Bert's BlackBerry. And like we don't know where that's at. But look, man. Like we was inside at A9 and like we had a sliding glass door in the back that led to like a patio outside.
Yeah.
And me, Jimmy, and Bert was watching fucking Prison Break. And we all saw this fucking thing like flash by the fucking door. And we're like, what the fuck was that? So we went out there and nothing was out there. You know, it was out there smoking fucking cigarettes and shit. You know, smoke cigarettes, get tattooed. But but dude, this fucking thing was crazy. And then like we didn't think nothing of it. And I think like it was the same night we like walked out the front door, but like to, you know, take a break, smoke some cigarettes, some Marlboro Black Red shorts, quality smokes. And like we heard this bang in the fucking back of apartment complex. So we ran around the fucking thing in like a matter of 2 seconds, dude. And like nothing was there, but there was a fucking concrete table. Like, and the bench to this motherfucker was broken in half. Like, but there was nothing there. And I think it was I don't know if it was me and Jimmy or me and Bert, but like around the back, you would like walk across this little bridge to throw like your dumpster and shit, your trash and shit in the dumpster.
Yeah, dumpster and like was across like that little creek.
Yeah, it was like across like a little creek, but you had to like cross like a fucking little tiny ass bridge type thing. I think it was me and Bert because like I'm like, Bert, there's fucking eyes in them fucking woods though. Like there was like glowing yellow, like so bright. Then he's like, where do you see it at? I'm like, it's fucking right there, dude. And like, cause like in the fucking woods right there, there was like a dip, like a ditch. And like it had like a tree laying across it. And like it was like right under that tree. And Bart's like, yeah, I fucking see it. So I think that's when we go back to get fucking Jimmy. We're like, hey Jimmy, there's something in the fucking woods. I think we got like CO2 guns and some fucking flashlights. And we went out there to fucking like find this bitch. And yeah, we went out there to find this motherfucker, dude. And like we kept hearing shit like all around us. Like it wasn't like one spot, but like it would be like at one spot, then like another spot. Like there was like 10 people out there, you know what I mean? But nah, dude, this shit was fucking crazy because like we heard this bitch like, no, well before that, like a fucking log got thrown at Bert. Like this thing was like a foot around, dude, and like 4 foot long. You can hear like fly through the fucking air like, and it hit a fucking tree right behind Bert. And then like, I think it was like 2 seconds later, like we heard this thing like scurry up a fucking tree. So we was looking up in the fucking air, dude, trying to find this motherfucker. And we never seen anything. So I ran and I like kicked the fucking tree. And like 6 trees around this motherfucking one tree was like shaking. Like a big ass bird was flapping or some shit, it sounded like.
Yeah, it sounded like fucking like a huge fucking set of wings just like took like, off or some shit.
Yeah, and that was it. And I think me and Jimmy, I think this was like another night or something, but like I remember me and Jimmy walking around this road like to the backside. And I remember seeing this fucking like it looked like a fucking arm, dude. That shit was crazy. It looked like a fucking forearm of like something. I didn't see like no hands. But like, yeah, I'm like, nah man, we gotta get the fuck out of here. We're about to get eaten alive, baby boy. Fuck that. Yeah, dude, that shit was fucking wild.
Yeah, I feel like anybody that came to A9 like experienced that shit.
Yeah, that shit was. Yeah, that was scary. I feel like that was the most like deep we was in something. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I've had a bunch of scary shit happen to me, but like we was in that bitch. You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, like we actually went looking for it.
Yeah, we actually went looking for this motherfucker. And yeah, that shit was crazy, dude. And like, yeah, just imagine like, I guess Jeepers Creepers, dude, like a big ass set of wings just fucking flapping. And it was like moving like 7 fucking trees, dude. Like Jesus. All the branches, yeah. And then that's when it was like, nah.
It's like the tops of the trees were like all shaking, like all the fucking like pine needles and all that kind of shit was like falling all around us and all that kind of
dude,
shit.
That's just, yeah, that's what we called it. It was like
it's probably Mothman coming to pay child support to the Willie Coochie Hoochie son.
What I'm saying, boy. Fuck it. Yeah, fuck that, dude. That shit was fucking wild, dude. But yeah, that was that one.
Fucking monster hunter, son.
Oh yeah, dude, that shit was fucking crazy. And like, it wasn't even like a big ass thing of woods. It was like literally like an acre, if that.
It was way less than an acre. It was fucking tiny amount
of woods. It was like it's like yeah,
like, not like, even a football field size.
Yeah, it was like probably not even half fucking football field size. And like there was this fucking big ass thing out there, dude. Because like we was like literally right in the middle of the fucking city. Yeah. So It was like,
I'm gonna tell him what the fuck that was.
Yeah, dude, that shit was fucking crazy. No, it wasn't a fucking homeless man. He's like fucking jumping tree to tree and shit,
throwing logs and shit.
Yeah,
I can tell you, I didn't go looking for it no more though.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh, after the trees shook, it was over with.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah,
because it was like, man, this thing is fucking huge. Whatever the fuck it is.
CO2 pistols ain't gonna do nothing but piss it
that's
off.
what I'm saying. I remember at fucking A9 it was also like, do you remember hearing them fucking like them sounds in the sky, Jimmy?
dude, those fucking like siren noises.
Dude, those fucking sirens going off in the fucking sky for like
we
a week
literally thought
straight.
that fucking end of the world was happening because it was like we searched it up online trying to figure out what the fuck it might be, and like they talked about like the fucking sounding the seventh trumpet, and I'm like, oh fuck that shit, boy.
Yeah,
dude. Look, I'm trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to tell everybody to look that shit up.
Yeah, it was like heard all around the fucking world and shit.
Yeah,
dude. Like
because remember in Douglas, everybody kept like posting on Facebook about it, talking about y'all hearing them fucking booms at night and shit.
Me and fucking Jimmy was outside, I think it was like listening to fucking music and just like smoking, you know. And we just started hearing these fucking sirens going off in the fucking. But it's like you could tell it wasn't from something. You know what I mean? Like you could tell that was like from the middle of the fucking sky. Yeah. And like that shit was fucking wild, dude. Like we didn't know what the fuck was going on.
The fucking like I was telling I was trying to like tell folks about shit. When like you look that shit up, dude, it's different sounds from different countries. Like fucking Russia and shit's like wow. It's like literally shaking windows and setting off car alarms and shit.
Yeah,
People's
dude,
like, what the fuck is that?
What the fuck is going on, dude?
Hey, and there was a preacher on like YouTube who took all the sounds and like put them together, and it sounds like a fucking orchestra, dog.
Real?
Yeah, it sounds like an orchestra going off, like different instruments, like trumpets and like tubas and all that shit. Like it all comes together as it sounds like you know how like people warm up in bands, like wow type shit. Like it was like that.
That's basically what it was. But like I'd say ours was like either a trumpet or a trombone or some shit.
Yeah.
All that shit happened, and now they finding them cages like fucking under that Euphrates River and shit, and that's where like demons were supposed to be locked up now, and they're not there. Like they ain't telling what the fuck's all going on now, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's probably what we went fucking looking for was the fucking demon.
Probably ain't no fucking telling, dog. One of the fucking horsemen.
Oh yeah, dude.
It's because everybody listened to Avenged Sevenfold. We done summoned that bitch.
Hashtag sound the seventh trumpet, baby.
I tell you. Hey, one of the ones I got, it's like it wound up being nothing, but it was like really funny. We was all fucking freaked out. I'm not sure if we were stoned or what, bro. But remember that time? I know it was me, you, and Bert, and I'm not sure who else was there. But in Mac's trailer park, we like looked out where our porch was, like the front porch. Not where we parked the cars, but on the other side. And
you talking about when that fucking thing ran across the window and like ran behind the fucking boat? Is that what you're talking about?
No. I'm talking about the thing. It's like it wound up being a sign or some shit, but like we thought it was like a fucking cowboy smoking a cigarette or some shit, like across the. We're like, what the fuck is that, dog?
We thought it was somebody standing
window, there. He wouldn't be there. But then we come to this window and he's staring straight at us, dog, smoking a cigarette or some shit. We're like, what the fuck is that, dude?
I remember that.
The whole time it was like the fucking like porch light reflecting off a sign or something.
Dude, I remember that. Dude, we was freaking the fuck out, dude. That shit was crazy.
What the fuck is that? A whole cowboy out there?
That's a whole big ass cowboy outside, dude.
Like just staring at us across the road, like,
yeah. Yeah, I remember
Arthur Morgan.
Yeah, for real, dude.
And now I do want to bring up this one, and this is the recent one I was telling you guys about. Dude, dog.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that.
Yeah, look, me and Uncle Ray literally fucking tripped out, dog. Because, like, at first, like I said, I didn't see, like, we were coming out from the scales, like, way in the truck that we were in on the way up to Jacksonville. And, like, what was it, like a week and a half ago this happened? The fucking, literally, bro, like, he slams on brakes and I look up and I'm like, what the hell? He's like, dog, please tell me you saw that. And when I look up, like, at first, like, I noticed, like, the way Dog, I can't explain it. Like, if it's foggy outside, dog, you go outside and wave your arms around, fog does not fucking move, dog. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But this right here was literally like you take like and cut out like a cloud, basically like a small cloud, and like make it whoosh through the fucking the fog. And in the middle of it was a fucking person walking, dog. Like he had a force field around him, and like it was pushing the fog out of the way, dog. Because he thought it was somebody walking across the road. And like, I don't know, dude. Like, we've never seen anything like that in my whole fucking life. Like the way that it pushed fog out the way, dude. It was like wind coming through or some shit. The way it looked, I can't explain it because it looked so fucking unreal. You know what I mean? But dude, we were tripping out, and then like, come to find out, that's where like last year one of our drivers had hit and killed a fucking dude on a motorcycle, like in that exact same fucking spot, dog.
For real?
Mm-hmm. That's some crazy ass shit.
Yeah, fuck that.
It's crazy because we both saw it, dude. I don't know. We're gonna try to get the video on that shit because all of our trucks have cameras and shit in them. So like, we're gonna try to get like the video footage of us coming through the scales right there and see if we can't get that fucking video, dude. That'd be nice to have because that air was some crazy, dude. Look, they don't make no sense, dog. Like it literally looked like a portal opened up like right there in front of us type shit, like somebody like walking through it and they like pushed the fog out the way. It's like he had a force field around him. That's some crazy shit,
Baggins, boy.
How about I say, send me the video, I'll send it to Zach Baggins.
Dude, and then like I got dropped off of air in Jacksonville, and I had to wait an hour or whatever. And I was outside, and I called Victoria, and I was like, "No, like I gotta go inside, brother." Like I'm freaked out. It's like 3:00 in the morning. And then like when I went across the scales, I had to call Uncle Ray back, and I was like, "Dude, look, I'm going across the spooky scales, dude." And he's like, "Yeah." He's like, "I went across there earlier," and he's like, "I just had chill bumps and tears in my eyes." That shit was crazy, dude. Like the fact that we both saw it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I was looking down at my phone, like texting or whatever, and he slammed on brakes because he's like, "What the fuck?" Like somebody was walking out, like who would walk out in front of a semi? You know what I mean? But
yeah,
it wasn't, dog. It was like somebody just appeared there and just started walking across the road, and then they were gone. Like, dude, I don't know what the fuck. It's just it's the force field around his ass is what got us. Like, what the fuck, dude? It was literally like pushing fog out the way, like it was sweeping that shit across the road. But like all the fog around him, like was still there and unmoved. But like where he was, it was like pushing out the fucking way, dude. That shit was crazy. That shit, I don't know. That is some wild ass shit, dude.
Hell no.
It always feels crazy. Good to have like a second person that can like confirm what the fuck you just saw, though.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It really is, dude. It was wild. It was wild as fuck.
Yeah, they can have that. They can keep that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
What you got for us this week?
Shit, dog. I literally just started ranting on some paper, dog. I was going through my conspiracies and shit, and I just couldn't find one that would sit with me. And then like I just grabbed 2 pieces of paper and started writing, dog, like basically my thoughts and how pissed off it makes me, dude. Like that, like the world that we live in. All right, you know how people talk like it's the Matrix is fake and shit. Like I wouldn't say more of that. I would say that it's like we're fucking programmed, and I don't mean like in a computer type way. I mean like in a way of living. You know what I mean? Like we're literally born into this life, dude, and like we're taught not to think freely. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like
we're.
You mean like more like kind of brainwashed instead of programmed,
bro? Yeah, that's what I mean. Like when I say that, yeah.
But also, I feel like brainwash is kind of a hard term for it, you know.
Yeah, that's why I kind of went with like program because like we're programmed in a way of living that you can't do nothing about, and it literally pisses me off, dude, that we were born here on a fucking place that we shouldn't, you know what I mean? Like everybody should work together and all that, but it's not ever gonna fucking happen because the way that we set this shit up and we done it to our fucking selves. And like you fucking like from posters of joining war, dog, fucking violence and sex put in the children's cartoons when we were little, you know what I mean? Like you go back and watch subliminal messaging and like signs that we didn't notice as a kid, and like now you're like, what the fuck, dude? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, and just going to school where you continue to fucking be programmed to follow orders without question, dog. Like, listen to me or you have consequences. Listen to this or you have you know what I mean? Type shit. And it's like, you either pay those consequences or you got to do what they say, or like you're gonna have consequences to everything you fucking do. And then like you grow up and you fucking eating up with the news, dog. Like every time you go on Facebook, it's violence or something or somebody, you know what I mean? It's fucking hate, dude.
No,
And
that's why I fucking got rid of Facebook. That's all it
yeah,
is.
bro, it's literally violence and hate, and it's become fucking entertainment, dude. Like I got on there the other day and it was like, oh, look at this video, and then next thing you know, like some fucking leg is snapped in half, and like there's a million comments on it talking about, you know what I mean? I have to scroll away from that shit. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? I don't want to see this type of shit. But there's a million comments on there like, oh, that bitch deserved it, or some shit like that. Like, it's just the fucking hate, dude, and it really eats me up, dog. And like, it's like, and it's that, and like, fuck. What really kills me is that people are okay with this type shit. They eat it up as entertainment. They don't see that it literally fucking divides us. Like, you go on the fucking news and it's like white on black violence, black on black violence, white on fucking any other kind of violence. You know what I mean? And I'm not taking up for anybody, but it's the fact of like, and people eat that shit up, dude, and it literally fucking feeds into their minds, and now everybody fucking hates everybody. And like it's literally tearing this country apart, bro, that we're fucking divided. And like the only reason is because if we fucking came together, we'd be able to do something about something. And nobody's ever going to. And here's what really caught my fucking mind is, imagine that everybody in the country, everybody always got a problem with the government. It don't matter what, even the government's divided into two. And they say, you know, that is like that because not everybody's going to think the same. Like there's different, you know, it's two sides of every story. Everybody's going to handle things differently. So you got two parts of the government. So, or, you know, the two different fucking, the Democrats and Republicans or whatever.
Yeah.
But imagine like if everybody in this country was to come together, right? Mm-hmm. And we all marched up to the White House and took it back. Like we took the shit back for the people, like by the people type shit. Right off the motherfucking rip, once the government goes under, some other country's going to step in and take us over. There's nothing you can fucking do. Like if we stand up against our own government, then we're taken. Like, so no matter what, we're stuck in this fucking loop, dog. And like, and what's fucked up about it is we're so fucking oppressed, like not depressed, but oppressed. You know what I mean? Like we're meant to be kept down, and like it's just bullshit, dog. Like, you grow up and it's like fucking, you go to school, you graduate, you go to college, and you collect fucking debt, and you spend your whole fucking life in this badass job paying back this debt. You know what I mean? That's all that's all you're ever in is fucking debt, dude, to just pay back. And if you don't go to college, you luck up and try to get a job to live fucking pay to pay, like paycheck to paycheck, to pay off still debt, dog. You know what I mean? Like, and it's set up like the fucking credit system. You're given a fake fucking number that shows, oh, well, this guy's reliable in his payments and this one isn't. But you don't know what in their lifetime what was happening through those things. You know what I mean? So you're given a bad score. You go to a furniture place, you're set up with fucking 3 years of payments on this fucking furniture that you cannot keep, dog. What? A year and a half in it, you can't keep up with the payments because some other fucking thing life throws at you, and you're forced to fucking reset over and over and over and over, dog. You know what I mean? Yeah. And dog, that shit really just blows me, dog. Like, and you pay taxes, dog. Like, you fucking, everybody gets a little bit of their taxes back through what they fucking paid out through the year, but then you're paying taxes off that taxes. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. It's just shit that really blows me, dude. And then like it's the hate part of it. The fact that nobody fucking thinks of anybody else and they just think of themselves or in the situation that they're in, or fucking, you know, like they're just real hateful towards each other. And that shit really fucking kills me.
Oh yeah.
Don't get them started on healthcare.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for real. Like, why the fuck don't we have free healthcare? Like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
I mean, but like, yeah, I mean, but like, with Canada and stuff like that, you know, they got free healthcare, but like,
Everybody but America does.
Yeah. But, like, you also have to wait fucking forever just to get anything done.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not trying to say it's, you know, a good thing about it, but I'm like, there's still big-ass consequences to having free healthcare.
Yeah,
but
that's
also
what I'm
not
saying.
having. Yeah.
There's consequences to everything that's going to happen. So it's like, it's basically like playing that Fable game. You know what I mean? How you knew like a calamity was coming. So like you started trying to, remember on Fable, you would like it's like everybody would hate you for turning like the schools to fucking whorehouses, but they made more money for you to save more people in the end. So no matter what, you saved everybody, but you were the bad guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like, I'm not sure if that's like the fucking, that's what's really going on, or like, or what the fuck
like,
ever, bro.
I don't know, dude. Like, the way I see it is like, how do I, like, everybody to me is like an individual.
Yeah.
Which is like, how do I say this? In the right way. As in, like, because I really don't know anything about religion, because I don't fuck with religion.
Yeah.
But, like, atheism is, you know, believing you're your own person. You are your own God, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
you manifest what's going to happen in your life.
Yeah. As in, like, you do you, and I'm going to do me. And, like, let's just get on with it. You know what I mean? Which is, like, how I feel like I've always did my shit. You know what I mean? Like, this dude over here is going to do what he does. If he's fucking, you know, brainwashed into going to fucking college and shit, or whatever you want to say, putting himself in debt, that's on
him type deal.
Yeah, that's on him. But, you know, I'm not going to fucking college. They can kiss my ass.
Hell no.
Like, school was a fucking joke.
It really is, dude.
Like, the fucking public school, dude, is like the biggest joke ever. Like, it's like literally nothing from when our parents went, and I'm sure theirs is nothing from when their parents went. You know what I mean? And like, even older people, like what really like makes me angry is like everybody blaming another fucking generation.
Yeah.
Like people before us fucked up. We fucked up. Everybody fucks up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just one thing. And like, that's what I'm saying. I really don't know how to say it. Like, because in my mind, I know what I'm thinking, but it's hard to like say it in a way that makes sense.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, like that's how I feel about it. It's like, you're your own fucking person. If you want to fucking sit here and fucking strive to, you know, buy this $2 million fucking house, and you're going to be $2 million in debt. Actually, more, because you have to pay like closing costs and every fucking thing else.
Insurance, fucking
everything,
home insurance, all that shit on that kind of shit.
Yeah, so you know, you have at it, boy.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you.
Not me. Not me. Don't bring that kind of juju over here, cause now you trying to have all them fucking problems. No. Shit.
It's another thing too, that like minimum wage is the fucking thing. You know what I mean? I get that like it has to be a bar set or they're gonna fucking jip you regardless. But these days, bro, if you got one kid and minimum wage, there's no motherfucking way you can do it. But and you're forced to rely on the government is the thing. Like they put food stamps and shit. Yes, we get food stamps because we won't fucking make it without it. But you're forced to rely on the government no matter what. So regardless, that's what it comes down to. Is like nobody can do nothing about anything because you got to have it. You got to have that shit, bro. Minimum wage can't fucking pay $700 rent, bro. Just down here in Georgia, dude, it's $700 fucking dollars plus for a 2-bedroom, dude. And minimum wage doesn't $10 an hour or whatever doesn't fucking cut that. There's no way. Not when you're only fucking working everybody's trying to work, so you're stuck fucking working 20-something hours if you don't got a good job. You know what I mean? 20 to 30 hours a week because nobody wants to pay full time anymore.
Oh yeah. But here's also my thing about that is minimum wage is minimum wage. Kind of said like what I'll go back to is like being your own person, you know. Mm-hmm. You know you're making minimum wage, so why are you staying at that job? You know what I mean? But you know, there's a lot of things that come with it. I also know that also living down there, I know there's not really that many jobs to pick from. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And then they got it set up where if you don't know no one, it's hard to get your foot in the fucking door anyway.
Yeah. And
in little towns like this, like you got to know somebody to do anything around here.
Yeah. And like kind of like what I'm going back to is like you're your own person. It's up to you to fucking make yourself better.
Yeah. Like most definitely.
Like nobody can't do it for you. You know what I mean? Everybody else got their own fucking problems and their own fucking shit they're trying to take care of.
Yeah.
But like say like what, you're 30, still working at Burger King. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're still kind of complaining about
instead of doing something about it.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Those jobs are there as, like you said, a bar. You learn shit. You keep moving up.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't keep moving up, you're going to be in the same fucking position.
Yeah, you know what exactly. I mean?
Like.
Exactly.
Yeah, so, like, that's why I'm kind of iffy about those things. Because I'm like, you know, which I ain't got no room to fucking... life. Yeah.
Like, if you're, you know, some people doesn't have it like that, which also, like I said, no one walks the same shoes. You might have a single mother with 3 kids having to work those kind of jobs because they're flexible, you know what I mean? But she can't fucking, you know what I mean? Every bit of penny she's got going towards fucking rent because, you know what I mean? She's got to have food stamps, things like that, or people without transportation, you know what I mean? Like, they couldn't keep up car payments. You know, you never do know. But it's just, I think it's fucked up how like most of our money does go towards the military instead of things like that. You know?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's like so much shit you can fucking improve. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's a big ass tolerance. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, say like you're right here, and like one way is how you said, but one way is like how I'm saying. You don't never know which way you're fucking going, so it's like, well, what is going on? So it's like you don't really know how to approach shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
it's fucked up. I don't know. To me, it's the whole system, bro. Like, I feel like there's just a better way of doing it. And then the whole hate thing.
Like, was it like we had the fucking like what, Democrats, Republican type shit?
Yeah.
It was made, like you said, for different views. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, you know, I'm no fucking history teacher, but like, I think it was like made for like, kind of like what you said, but like, how do I say this? But they were supposed to work together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And now it's a fucking circus show.
Yeah. Like, okay, I'll just be like, this is literally the fucking reason I deleted Facebook. Was I got on there one day and I seen a fucking picture, dude, and this shit pissed me off so fucking bad. Like, what it was like it was fucking Donald Trump like holding these 2 fucking babies, like running through some fucking water or some shit. with like a big ass fucking picture of Hillary Clinton in the background. She was like a demon with like fangs and red eyes and shit. And I was like, oh my god. I'm like, get me the fuck out of here, dude. And like, that's what made me delete Facebook, is that literal picture. I'm like, this is
bullshit like that.
I'm like, I know who I voted for. I'll vote for the same fucking person again.
Yeah.
But like, stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
You're just kind of making yourself look like the biggest fucking idiot known to man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, what? It's like just way too far, like way too out there. Like, how does that have to do anything? I mean, I get it, but like, you know what I mean? I'm like, stupid shit, man. It's like you're sitting here letting this fucking picture right here.
Yeah.
Like, I guess you say divide you and whoever. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know what I like. I'm my own fucking person.
Exactly.
Like, in the most best way possible. I don't give two shits about your opinion. You know?
Yeah.
Like, it literally has nothing to do with me. I'm like, all right, man, that's cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Have
like
a good one.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Have a fucking good one.
Yeah.
You know? Like, people like take it so much farther than what it's supposed to be.
That's the thing. Like, that's the thing that kind of like I was getting at with everything, bro. Is like, is the internet in itself is so fucking like, it's so fucking influential on what people think these days. They do not think for them fucking selves, dog. They don't come up with their own opinions on those subjects and nothing like that. They get their fucking opinion from something they see from the internet just because this person they watch on a fucking daily basis believes that. You know what I mean? And that's what they feed into. And it's more like these days, bro, it's like parents really don't have a fucking influence on their kids' lives. I mean, yes, they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when you're working 60 hours a fucking week and shit like that, and like your kid goes to school, he's got, you know, they're already building personalities from the people around them, like building personalities from what, you know, from school, the school system in itself and what they're learning there and things like that. And through all that right there, like at a young age, like kids get on YouTube, dog, and like it's literally a fucking like all kind of shit on there that they're watching. You know what I mean? That builds that it feeds into that person's personality, dog. You know what I mean? And like they might be watching this YouTuber that's like talking about some fucked up shit that's going on around the world, and now it's all fucking like it's always like being like they try to keep it race and versus race and type shit like that. And now you got these fucking kids that are feeding into this type shit and nothing would change. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you got this kid going to school and getting fucking bullied or whatever because he is a free thinker or whatever, and he thinks about his own opinions, and people fucking bully his ass for it. He can't trust his fucking teachers. He can't talk to nobody at school because they're all fucking dickheads. Basically, usually I wouldn't say it's all teachers and all like parents and shit like that. You know what I mean? But a lot of people out there don't listen to their kids when they have views or like, you know what I mean, or try to talk to them about how they feel or views like that, and then that fucking kid feels isolated. So, and you know what I mean, they got their parents at home, they're struggling for bills and shit like that, and they can't talk to their parents, and they're fucking worried and stressed out, might be fighting and shit like that. And then now you got this fucking kid that don't know which way to fucking go, nobody to turn to. It's either going to hang out with the wrong fucking crowd and fuck its life up, or fucking just snap, bro. And that's how you get kids that shoot up schools and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying it's every kid or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, in an example, like, it's just the shit, this all the hate, bro, that goes on in this world that fucking, like, that it's like people, they're so caught up in it. They don't think about how you're literally, dude, everybody's a fucking role model to somebody. You might not know it, you know what I mean? Like, but like we are, you know, to somebody out there, like somebody looks up to us.
God, and I hope I'm not.
Jimmy, you're my role model. But so like, but you know what I'm saying? It's like like these kids, they feed off that shit, bro. Like they're already fucked up. Like I wouldn't say they're fucked up, but they're fucking they're perceptible to anything. Like the internet's already feeding them shit, and like they're watching like their mom or dad walking around talking bullshit all the time, like, you know, because they're pissed off about everything in their fucking life, and
especially when you're like an early teenager,
like
12. Like you're you're literally like a fucking sponge. You know what I mean?
You soaking that shit up, son.
Yeah,
and like most of it around
literally your brain is like a fucking sponge at that point.
Yeah.
But my thing is like, I don't think everything is as bad as it seems.
Yeah.
Like in the least bit. Like
media does make it worse than what it really is.
Yes.
But that's what I'm talking about, though, is they're feeding everybody that shit when it's not fucking really going on.
Yeah, quit watching fucking the news, dude.
Exactly.
Like, if you take a step back from shit, you'll, like, see shit for what it is.
Exactly.
Like, shit is not that bad. Shit's always going to happen. You're always going to have good and you're always going to have bad. That's just the way shit works. But I don't believe one outweighs the other. I don't believe there's more good. I don't believe there's more bad, but I believe it is
like a balance.
A balance. You know what I mean? And that's what you're supposed to have, because you can't be happy without being sad, and you can't be sad without being happy, or whatever. Yeah. However that goes. But you fucking, like, if you take like a step back from shit, dude, it's like none of that shit matters.
Exactly,
like,
bro.
Like, this is hard to explain. Like I used to, like be into politics, I guess you say, until like, then I just, one day I realized, I'm like, what does this shit have to do with me?
Exactly.
Why am I putting myself in this position? Like,
why be mad over nothing?
Yeah, I'm like,
that's their fucking problem, dog.
Yeah,
like,
let me tell you something.
Nothing we can do about it. So
yeah, let me tell you something. Like, nothing that I've seen, let's say like new laws, new whatever, I have yet to be affected by. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
In my day-to-day life. And that's like what got me thinking. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I fucking sitting there listening to these motherfuckers? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's stupid. Like, take a step back from that shit, man. You'll literally see how better you are without it.
Exactly, bro. Like, I had wrote that same exact shit down. Like, bottom line, bro, don't feed into the politics, the news, the Facebook, the fucking, think for yourself, bro. And just stop getting your values from anybody else, bro. And like, make your own fucking decisions and opinions on things, like, and just fucking don't be a dick, dog, and live the fucking your life as best as you fucking can, dude. Don't live it for someone else.
And I'll say this, like, I guess even with us, because we're technically on the internet now, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, whatever we say is us, you know what I mean? Like, you think for yourself. Maybe it'll give you something to think about. But like, this is all opinion. That's all it is.
Don't blindly follow anybody.
Yeah.
Even us.
That's what I'm trying to say. Especially even us. Yeah, especially us.
For real.
I mean, like, jeez.
We just went from one thing to a million other things.
Yeah, we literally did. Like, I feel like the whole thing was a fucking roller coaster, but I feel like we said what we had to say.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's what this is about.
Yep.
But
so, the takeaway from this episode is stop watching the fucking news. You know, like, don't blindly follow anybody. And if you've got kids, monitor what the fuck they watch on the internet.
Exactly.
Yeah, for real.
Pay attention to what they're like doing. You know, listen to them.
Yeah. Exactly, bro.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it was probably a good thing to end it there. Jimmy, sum it up for us.
Before it goes any fucking further.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, just do your own fucking thing, man. Don't fucking worry about nobody else.
And watch
Our
out
episode releases, and tomorrow there's gonna be a fucking riot.
For real, dude. I hope
we
not.
didn't do this.
Yeah.
Disclaimer right now.
Yeah, disclaimer right now. This is not meant to harm nobody.
Yeah, no. We're just talking, bro.
Yeah. We're just three old dudes talking. But yeah. I guess I'll end it right there.
Yeah.
We appreciate everybody listening, man. You know, we hope y'all come back next week. We don't know what we'll have. Hopefully something good.
Leave us a comment on YouTube.
Yeah,
rate
man.
us, good or bad. That's your fucking opinion.
Yeah, it's your fucking opinion.
Yeah.
You know. But just like, yeah, if you're on YouTube, you know, chime in. You know, who cares? Send us your ghost story, man. We
For real. Follow us on Facebook.
We might read it off next week, maybe, possibly, I don't know. But yeah, and don't forget to take 10 minutes to yourself. You know, check in with yourself.
That part.
Make sure you're doing all right. You know, shit happens.
Keep on keeping on.
Shit happens. Let it go. You know. But yeah, that's all I got. We'll see y'all next week.
Later.
All right. Later, everybody.